Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? We got another episode of your boy Brent Taylor, the Brent Taylor Show. I got a special guest, man. I had to get him from the dirty South, man. This is my partner, my brother. One of the few that came up with me, yo, like for real, in my class. I'm proud of this nigga. I'm gonna let him say who he is.
What up, man? It's your boy, comedian Boogie B, the New Orleans representative, a.k.a. Mr. Let Me Stress You Out, man. You all know what I do, man.
In the flesh.
I don't know what I do.
Man, I'm so happy, dog. You know what? Because Boogie is not just, I know this, you know, I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm learning this is not a bad word anymore, man. There was a time where internet star.
I know, man.
Oh, that used to be like a bad word to us? Like, nah, man, we comics. Bro. I'm a comedian, yo. Like, don't even call me a comic. I'm a true stand-up comedian. And this is one of the, we could vouch for each other. Yo, that's how cool it is. Like, I could vouch for this man right here and the work that he put in and vice versa. Like, when you put so much work in as a comic, you know, you ain't gotta brag. You can see it and smell it on him, man. This Boogie, how long we go back, bro?
Man, I think I met you like right when I first got to LA, man. Probably about 8 years, 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
First got to LA, man. We was on the grind together, hard as fuck, man. Just trying to get it on any stage we could get on, bro.
Damn.
I mean, I was fresh out of New Orleans, but I started comedy in Washington, D.C., though. So I was out there, grinding for 5 years, and then came out here and started from the bottom, nigga. It was no stages to get on, nigga. We was doing hole in the walls.
Yeah.
Then we moved up to the J spot. Then we started hitting the road a little bit. Shit, we been out here in these LA streets on the stand-up grind for a long time. This internet shit new to us,
man. But I'm proud to say, like, cause I've learned that, like, yo, that ain't a bad word though, boy. That's a badge, yo. Like, and I've seen you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen you come from. I ain't gonna lie, though. I'm keeping 100. I probably never told you this. I didn't know you was just starting like that. Like, I didn't know you was that. I thought you was already like. You had like 5, 6, 7 years on him. Boogie was always. I ain't just gassing you, yo. But I'm proud you here. I can say that. You already had it. You know what I'm saying? Some comics, you see even when they, you know what I'm saying, they already have it. And you know the old saying is, you never get funny, or you either funny or you're not.
Right. That's
real
true.
Talk.
Yeah, once you funny, you funny. It's going, no matter how many times you go up, you still just gonna be funny. You know, it is what it is, man. But I wasn't heavy on that internet shit, though. That's what had me fucked up. I was all about the stage, all about that performance and the action, getting that little quick love, selling T-shirts and shit. Then I was like, man, this internet shit is buzzing. Niggas who got followers is getting booked.
Yeah.
Niggas is getting booked. The places where I want to be booked at. So I was like, you know what? I got to think of something to put on this goddamn internet.
What was like your first inspiration? Like, was it somebody you saw or something that you saw that was like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pay a little attention to this. I ain't gonna lie, for me, watching, I say the 85 South, yo, like, watching them dudes, man.
Oh, that was genius. I love it.
I was like, cause that's us, you know what I'm saying? I resonated to that. I'm like, they doing what it was so inspiring. That, you know what I'm saying? So it made me look at it differently.
Man. Shout out to Carlos Miller. Shout out to DC Young Fly, man. I love both of them dudes. I'm a fan of theirs, even though I met DC Young Fly on the set of I Got the Hook Up too. But nigga was cool as fuck. I've been met Carlos Miller, man. We've been tight for like 7 years as well, you know. But he been in Atlanta, I was in LA, but his baby mama, Sheena Franklin, nigga, me and her like, nigga, tight. So it's the 85 South Show was a movement, nigga, and everybody want to duplicate that success, nigga. But I don't know, man, them niggas was just that talented, though. DC Young Fly was super talented, could rap, funny, could sing. Carlos was funny doing stand-up, man, and shit, Chico Bean came with the rap skill. That shit was genius.
I think also the internet kind of hit us. Like, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on, like, you know, I had people come to me, man, I know who you are. I seen you on this. And then I ain't gonna lie, the audience, the fans will let me know like, oh, Brent, you can't run from this. You already an internet person or character, and then or celebrity or however you want to look at it. And then it just like, these are your fans. You gotta feed that.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
You was on the roast me shit, killing that shit.
Thanks, man.
Niggas I just saw the last one. That joint got 1 million views in a month.
I didn't even know I was an internet star.
Shit.
Yeah, man. It was like, oh snap. But I see what you do, and it's inspiring, because it's like, yo, let me stress you out. That's tell them about that, man. Tell them about that. How'd that come out?
Let me stress you out is this is what I say instead of let me roast you. So I'm not gonna roast you. I'm gonna stress you out because you done a specific thing. When you roast, you just roast on anything. You could be your outfit, just for any random reason. You get a weird hairstyle, you can roast them, right? But when they do something that's fucked up to society and society's eyes, like, or if you like a Tommy Loren where you super racist on the internet and you just saying all type of derogatory shit towards blacks, Mexicans, and other whatever, I'm not gonna roast you. I'm going to stress you out. So if you see this, you're gonna be like, damn, I did fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. He do kind of got a point. But I'm also roasting you in the traditional sense in the middle of it. See what I'm saying? So it's you giving me a reason. So my motto is do your best and you won't get stressed. But if you run your mouth, come here, let me stress you out.
Do you remember the first person you stressed out? Cause this is big. Like I'm a fan of it, yo. Like although we friends and we partners, like we're fans of comedy, yo. I see, I'm like, this shit is hilarious.
Hell yeah, you know the first person I stressed out was Black China, and that was the first time like I just said, "Come here, let me stress you out." But it was just like I was just talking and. I don't know how I just thought of it to say it like that, but it was just something that she did. It was something disrespectful. It was something, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but it was something she had did. Some fucked up shit she did, and everybody was talking about it.
And that's what caught on.
Let me just do my thing, but let me just talk about it as well, but let me do it in the structure of like a comedy set. So I'm gonna give you the setup first, and then I'm gonna punchline. Then I'm gonna give you a message, and then I'm out, right? So I was like, yeah, that's a good way, and I'm gonna just say, let me stress you out every time. But then one of my partners saw the video, and he was like, nigga, come and stress you out, nigga, that's funny as fuck. You know what you should do? You should do this and say, come here, let me stress you out, or come here, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, why you think that go make a difference? He was like, I don't know, nigga, but I just think you should try it. Just my nigga, shout out to my nigga Thurston Mills, man. And then I did it like that, and people was like, ooh, that finger is just cracking me up. In the comments, they like, oh, that finger is cracking me up. We just do the come here finger, the mama finger, whatever they call it, bro. I was just like, damn, this shit, okay, let me just do this all the time. And then I just said, fuck it, even if, because to me, sometimes when I be talking, it ain't funny. It's just me saying what I gotta say. Like, if I see a white bitch, I'm gonna be like, white woman, I'm gonna be like, you not just white, bitch, you mail truck white, nigga, you all the way white. You you know what I'm saying?
You gonna put the comedian behind
like
it. I see this.
I'm gonna describe what I'm saying to you, and while I describe it, I have a rolling slideshow of what. So when I say mail truck white, the mail truck will pop up next to my face, and then her face, and then whatever. So all those racist white women, I normally get them a lot. I get requests. I know you're gonna roast this lady from the Walmart.
Yeah.
You know.
So everybody, it's basically, I see what you doing. Everybody you stress it out, they deserve it. This ain't like you ain't bullying it. They really deserve this energy. Okay.
Right. Come get this work. Y'all ain't coming for you for nothing. I'm coming for you, Stacey Dash, because you're trying to be white.
Right. And
you're a Republican. And your damn brother is Damon Dash. And you talk bad about Negroes like you not a Negro no more.
And we love Stacey. That's the cool part. We used to love her so
And
bad.
I love all of these people that I roast too. I give a fuck about them. That's why
I want you to love us back.
Yeah.
We confused. We thought you was white.
Yeah,
we
man.
thought you was Rockefeller.
We thought you were one of us, and you was bad too, and clueless and shit. Man, that girl was
loved
beautiful.
you. Like it was. That's the people forget how fine Stacey Dash was.
Oh, Stacey Dash.
It was like Halle Berry, Stacey Dash.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Man,
it was a cool little Rushmore, and she was on that, yo. Like, and then nobody argue. That was if you ever mentioned Stacey Dash, everybody like,
yeah, Stacey Dash.
But then she. Oh man, Stacey, then it's like we don't know if you love us.
Stacey's still beautiful too. She's 52 fucking years old. She's still bad. But that bitch brain is scrambled noodles.
You heard what she just did? They said Stacey Dash. She beat somebody up.
She in jail.
Yeah, she didn't win ham. She in
jail. 52 years old. Your ass is in jail for dumb shit. Like, I'm just like, come on, Stacey.
Okay, so she more like us.
So those people was the ones who deserve to get stressed out in these roasts, man. If y'all watch this, go watch. I guarantee you watch one of them roast videos, you're going to watch 2. And then you're going to watch 3. And then you're going to see your favorite person, your favorite celebrity that I done roasted. And you're going to feel bad for them, but you can't really feel bad for them. Because I did it for a reason, and you agreed with the reason. But you love Genuine. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Right. So, you the voice.
But I'm just speaking my truth. And it just so happened to... I give you a visual effect with it, so you ain't just listening to me. You looking at, you gotta watch it twice, because when I said mail truck white, when you looked, you saw the mail truck for a second, but you look back at me and you missed it. So when I say you was skinny, but you wasn't skinny, but you was like built like a well-dressed windshield wiper blade. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll put a windshield wiper blade right there so they can see it, and that's what makes people really fuck with that kind of roast, because just the rolling slideshow effect and the punchlines is all visible. So that's what it is about it.
I got a question for people that's up and coming. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I always try to give back. I'm a vessel. You know? No, man, just keep it real, man. Each one teach one. You know. How did the production level come for you? Like. Because a lot of people think it's overnight. As you can see, I'm ground roots with it right now in front of y'all. Like, how long was the progression of it? Did it take for you to really get a handle of it? Like, okay, that's
my God, bro. Yes, the first about 4 videos, that shit was taking me 6 hours to do one damn minute of a bit. From the time I think of the topic to the time I finished editing it myself and post it and finish hashtagging, that shit done took 6 hours. Yeah. I'm in the car for 6 hours doing the damn production video myself, nigga. That shit was stressful. I'll be in the car sweating like shit, like, hungry as hell, gotta pee, don't even wanna, just trying to hurry up and get it done. Like, I gotta pee, but I'm about to finish this damn video, man, and get this shit up now, because if I don't, I won't. So, I just, nigga, it went from 6 hours, and then it went to 5 hours, and then it went to 4 hours, and then it went to 3 hours, and now it takes like an hour and a half. I can knock one out if I think of something real quick.
Because you know your format now.
Yeah.
And you've done it so much so through repetition.
Right. I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
And that's basically what I'm trying to get out. So many people ask me a lot of questions and stuff like that, and I just try to tell them, like, you just got to do it. Once you do it, the experiences, and when you fuck up, basically, that's what's gonna teach you. Or like you said, them hours. Like, I know exactly what you mean, man.
I did that shit.
Yeah.
I did it from the ground up too, cause I ain't know shit about editing, nothing. I Googled. I ain't even got no iPhone. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, y'all looking at me crazy. I don't give a fuck. I'm Team Android. I know y'all don't like this. I know y'all don't like it, but I'm a Team Android. So I didn't have no app that could edit. You know, iPhones come with an editing software that's great. That can do everything. The iMovie or whatever. Or Final Cut or whatever. It's already on your phone. I got an Android, so I Googled apps comparable to iMovie or Final Cut on Android. That's how I found the app that could teach me how to edit, that I can learn how to edit off of and do the same shit that iPhone users is doing. So
was you getting clowned when you was doing the Droid? Cause I just switched to the iPhone game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, man, like, and as much as the fans that I love, they hit you with the love. They will talk bad about you. They will, Brent, are you in a storm?
Yeah.
What the fuck, and you step your game up. And we will start a GoFundMe for you. Nigga. Like, but
them iPhone users ain't shit, boy. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all talk about everybody. Y'all think any phone that ain't your phone, you like, what kind? You act like it's a alien. What kind of phone is that? I'm like, it's a Samsung Galaxy S10. A Galaxy S10. You don't have
somebody on the bus with no car and nothing, with no house, no nothing, will talk bad about you. Will feel bad. It'll hurt a little bit. You're like, damn.
Me and Lil Wayne team Android. He was doing the Android commercials for the Samsung when you could pour the water on them. You remember that shit? And I've been on it ever since. I jumped off iPhones, but I learned how to edit on that bitch. I just picked a random ass editing app and taught myself how to fucking shoot the video, layer the video, split screen it, slideshow it, all that shit at one time. So if you go all the way back in my Instagram, you're gonna see videos where I wasn't saying stress you out, but I was kind of playing, like you can see me building on that. Based off, you can see where I came from. Really, if you watch my Instagram, you'll see the first couple of videos, which they was cool, but they wasn't as intricate and funny or whatever, and quick with it or whatever. You will see the tempo speed up of my jokes on the
progression
roast. Yeah, they just started dropping back to back to back at some time. So it'll be 3 jokes stacked on top of each other, and then it'll be to the next one, and then 3 more. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, that's what I like about being a comedian first, as opposed to just like jumping in, playing or whatever. Like, that's cool to learn all this technology or whatever, but the fact that we comics first, like, I do think it give us an edge or a little.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even the whole roast me thing, and you know what I'm saying, being on that, like, a lot of people don't, we all comics. So at one point when it clicked on me, Brent, you a comedian, do it how. You know what I'm saying? You have an advantage just coming into all of these arenas because you're a comedian. So when your presentation come in, the way you deliver certain things,
right?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? How to make it hit.
Yeah, I do this for a living on stage. You know what I'm saying? They pay me to do this. Like, that's what y'all. We do this live and do this on in front of. So I had to apply that to the, you know what I'm saying, when the cameras is on type shit.
Yeah, that's a muscle, bro. It's a muscle. So we already have the muscle developed. We just got to just put it on camera and just, you know, shorten it down, tighten it up, and hit it like that. And if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. Because that's how we think at stand-up anyway. Like, I'm going to say my shit. And if they fuck with it, they fuck with it.
I know when to infuse this comedy.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Yeah. I know when to say something that's outlandish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, speaking of being a stand-up comic, quick question, man. What's the worst? Because I know we done came through, man, did a gang of shows together. We done seen them all, man. I probably done seen some of them with you, bro. But what's the worst show you've done, dog? Like the spot. I don't mean like the performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. I mean the spot itself. Because a lot of people don't know that. Like, they not all comedy clubs, yo.
Sure ain't. Ooh, it's
really not, yo. The show, it's weird because the show is the same to us because we still see. I'm still looking at a crowd or somebody sitting in a chair at the end of the day when I perform. But when I walk in these rooms, when I go in this,
man, I did comedy one time in a lady living room, nigga. It was 8 people sitting on her little, what you call them, elbow sofas or whatever, the sectionals. 8 people sitting there. And she is a cancer survivor, G. So this is her cancer comeback get together with all older ladies. And they just, first they had dinner at a regular little table just like this. 2 right there, 2 right here, 2 right here. They ate dinner. I'm sitting in the living room like, I'm doing comedy in here.
They don't know that they'll eat dinner in front of, we gotta eat dinner sometimes too.
Oh, they came
you
in
was
that
booked
living
for this,
room
right?
and I was booked and paid. And I had to stand in front of the TV on the, like, right on the ledge of a little fireplace she had, and I just held the water bottle like this because I just felt comfortable holding something like a mic. Just up there like, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, ladies?
And gave him a show.
Woo! And then I said what I said after that, you know, and shit, it went well. Them old ladies love me, man. Shoot, they was trying to give me some booty and everything at the end of the night, drunk.
I feel like that's like the universe, or I'm not trying to put a whole God thing behind or put religious, but I think it's God. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's God's way of saying, just show up sometimes, be obedient, and just show up. Like you said, they was cancer survivors.
Yes.
And a lot of times we don't know that. Like, we just like, man, what the fuck? Like,
right.
But you paying me, so I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn, like, fuck it. And a lot of times something like that'll pay you more than at a comedy club. They don't pay that much at all these comedy clubs.
Not in LA, bro.
Man, dog, that shit's for bragging rights, yo.
Yeah.
Real talk, but
but that shit is like, that's how you go through the trenches, though. You do comedy any and everywhere, and if you win every time, then you know you ready for this shit. You know you ready for whatever. So I do churches, living rooms, backyards in Compton. I did a backyard in Compton. I did comedy standing on the driveway right in front of the potato salad, nigga. And they was just sitting in lawn chairs with babies and shit running around, and I did comedy right there, nigga, with a karaoke mic. I did comedy on a bus going to Atlantic City.
Okay, I know about those. Yeah, the tour buses. Yeah.
The tour bus. They got a little mic and some
you got the little wire mic? Right next to the driver?
Yes, sir. You stand right there, you hold on, and you start telling them jokes, nigga.
Man, it sound crazy, y'all. I know it sound like a wild thing to even capture your mind. I know exactly what you're talking about. The tour bus ride. Like, it'll be some kind of ride to Vegas or ride to San Diego or something. I did one where we rode to a casino.
Yeah, that's what we did too in Atlantic City.
And the whole thing is, once I did it, I understood, like, you basically like a dope ass tour guide.
Right.
Basically, dope ass tour guide.
You really don't have to tell jokes specifically, but you do gotta just talk about the surroundings. You know, the first thing I said was, I ain't never did no comedy on no bus full of niggas before. This feels weird to me.
And that alone will loosen everybody
They just bust out laughing because they know it's awkward. And they in their seats with their little hubby or their lady, whatever. And
they thinking, how's this gonna go?
Right. They like, who is he? What is he gonna talk about? You know, and you know, they be surprised when they just see you and you so cool and they just relate to everything you say and you just rock out and then you get to the casino after the show and they all come and show you love and they go gamble and shit and then y'all hop back on the bus and you know, you dip back out and, you know, but we had it where it was two buses. So I went down on one bus, did comedy. Another comedian was on the other bus doing comedy. On the way back, we switched buses. So the same people got on each bus, but we didn't swap buses. So both groups got to see us do comedy one way and the other.
You got to see a fresh comedy each way.
That's so then you get to talk about what you saw at the casino, what they was doing, how niggas was losing their money and coming out sad as hell, trying to act like they want to walk on the boardwalk after a while. You done fucked your little voucher off. Now you walk around like, whoo, like it's a tourist. Beautiful. It's beautiful out here. I love Atlantic City. Motherfucker sitting there on the bench, cut it up. You broke.
Earlier you was working hard. You
wasn't enjoying the sights at all. You was slot machining it up. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
You wasn't seeing no room. You wasn't looking at no pool, jacuzzi, none of that shit. Bitch, get out of my face. You go your way, I'm gonna be over there. It's like y'all both went to work.
You lost that motherfucking money. You was somber as hell. Just trying to enjoy life after that. You like,
for a friend, nigga.
Wow, this is a beautiful sunset. That shit funny as hell, man. But yeah, that's... Nigga, comedy is the weirdest job, bro. People feel like they can put it anywhere.
One of the wildest shows I've ever done. I was with you. I'm glad you here, 'cause I can say it on this motherfucker. Y'all gotta say it.
What was this?
I did a show at a strip club, man. At a strip club. Yo! This was the coldest shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, as a comedian, it's very few things that I fear, yo. I promise you. It's very few things that I fear. And I heard that from time to time, comedians will do a strip club. I heard they go to Vegas, and I always wonder, like, how the fuck they do that? Because I wouldn't even want to listen to no jokes at a motherfucking strip club. There's titties everywhere, pussy going around.
Naked booties everywhere.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how is ain't no joke on earth better than titties and women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that was crazy.
He booked me for this show. Once again, when they pay you, we don't care. Like, fuck, at the end of the day, all right, man. I don't even remember if this was paid or not. I just know it was, my boy told me to do it, man. We you know what I'm saying?
I the one called you to tell you
my
to
boy.
do it too,
It was him that called me.
It was me, man, because I did it the week before and I had hosted the shit. And it was weird as fuck, where I was like, this shit. But I mean, it's an experience.
So I gotta say it. So I get there. When I get there, you know how normally at a place there's a pre-show? Well, at a strip club, they just stripping. Everybody just strip, having a good time, and it was a nice, like, it's a big ass strip club. Like, this wasn't no little hole in the wall, right. Just give it up for Tootie. You know, like, nah, like, this is like hundreds of bitches all over the place, upstairs, downstairs, like, it's like a warehouse full of, like,
huge ass man. Did some showgirl shit.
Man, yo, so
some tall, blonde, white bras.
So I'm sitting there waiting. I don't even see Boogie. I came early. This shit was down the street from my house. You know what I'm saying? I probably came a little early on purpose. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God.
Finally the show start, and what they did was, I guess this was like the break for the chicks, you know what I'm saying? So they all was like Chuck E. Cheese, you know how when Chucky and all the it goes dark and they all just and they stop. It was like that. That shit, like, the shit went dark and it was no break in between. Like, the coldest part about it, this was the fucked up part. There was no like pause in between. Like, Sparkle got off. And then next was like, give it up for Boogie B. And then, like, they just bring a nigga up like he's stripping. And so I'm in the cut waiting, right? And I'm looking out. So finally they bring me out. I go out. I ain't gonna lie. I had a good set. Like, it wasn't nowhere near as bad as I thought it was hella cool. Basically, everybody was sitting down. And the chicks, the strippers, was like,
sitting on niggas' laps and
you know what I'm saying? Like,
just chilling, not even dancing, just looking at us.
Just chilling. So basically everybody was looking at the stage, and you know what I'm saying? You gotta be live. You can't just come up here with any kind of bullshit jokes. Yeah, I had to come with some heat, you know what I'm saying? I think I did like some impressions.
Yeah,
talked about the Lakers. I was talking about all kind of shit. It was a bunch of like Mexican dudes and shit. Yeah. So I was talking about sports like the Lakers and shit like that, and nigga, it was cool. They was fucking with me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I remember right after that, I got out and left, man. Like, I think I watched one comic, and then I think I watched you, and then I got out of there, man. You know, I had to get home, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just be tripping like that. I had to get on to the fam, man. So I got home. So I'm thinking there was another show in the cut ready. Like, I was like, this wasn't that bad. I'll do it again. I hit Boogie. I'm like, yo, Boogie, what's up with the strip club show? He like, yo, nigga, you banned. I'm like, what? He's like, nigga, you banned. The club specifically said, man, they told me you banned. They not fucking with you. Like, the show continues, but you will not be on. I was so confused.
It was me, man.
Nah, what happened was this. So I did my homework about that.
Okay.
It was another comedian on there. I ain't gonna say his whole name, but his name was Brandon. Okay. And I think he didn't go up or something, or something happened with some bullshit. It was your show, nigga. I wasn't there.
Yeah, he did leave. He left.
So he didn't perform. He just walked out.
Nah, he left before we even. He was like, I ain't doing this shit.
Okay.
He just like bowed out, and I was like, all right, well, fuck it, you know.
And I think because my name is Brent,
they might have thought you.
Yeah, the names got misconstrued, as they would say. Cause I'm like, nigga, never.
I was like, nigga, you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing crazy.
Nigga, I did good. Nigga,
it was
good
as fuck.
It was a wonderful experience.
Weird shit. Yeah. Everything was cool.
But when you said, when I heard later on, like, oh, okay, that's what he did. Okay, I could see where the confusion was.
Right.
But,
yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, man, we done did this comedy shit everywhere, bro. That strip club was wild, nigga. I walked on stage talking about, I wonder what this damn pole smell like. And I sniffed the pole, smell like badussy. Pussy. And they just out laughing, nigga. I just had to make light of the situation that we was in, but nigga, we done did some wild shows, nigga.
Okay, I got a question. Is it different? I mean, do you notice something different when you go to different regions of the country? Like, what could you say about going down south, going back east, as opposed to being on the West Coast for everybody?
Doing comedy?
Yes.
Man, I started comedy in Washington, D.C., so I'm from New Orleans, so I was evacuated from Houston to Dallas to Washington, D.C., and I got to Washington, D.C. with my broad, and we stayed out there, nigga, and that's when I started doing comedy in 2006. And
he says broad with respect, ladies. He said my broad.
Yeah, in New Orleans, that's how we say niggas. You know, they'll understand it. New Orleans. Go ahead, continue. But yeah, so I started comedy out there. She was in law school, G. So I just started comedy and jumped on the East Coast. I couldn't talk about no local shit too much because I started in another state, so that's kind of a good thing in stand-up as well, so you don't get like only telling jokes about New Orleans or only telling jokes about Cleveland or wherever you from. You get a broader perspective that you can make everybody understand from a new place, and so that's when I started in D.C. under the mayor of Rap City, Chris Thomas. He was like the first person to put me on stage out there, but the crowds were so hard and so real. Nigga, it was so the West Coast ain't shit. When I come over to the West Coast, they just laugh and showing love because people want to laugh. They understand the craft a lot of times. They like, we applaud your effort. Them niggas on the East Coast don't give a fuck about your effort. They don't care. They'll tell you to get your ass off stage and go do something else. They brutal. And the host, when you bomb on the East Coast, the host is gonna roast your ass from Atlanta, New Jersey, New York, all the way. Philly, Florida, the Carolinas, wherever you at in the South. You bomb if you want to, goddammit. That's your ass. I remember the first time I bombed on stage in D.C. It was a dude who was hosting from Def Comedy Jam, nigga named Kevin Williams. Kevin Lee, right? Kevin Lee do magic and shit, right?
Hilarious.
Nigga was on Def Jam though back in the 90s.
So I'm already like, how you gonna be the nigga that do
magic?
This
nigga do magic. He do dumb magic tricks like he'll put his hand in the bag and take the bag out and it to be a middle finger right there. He do dumb magic tricks, but that shit be funny as fuck. Shout out to Kevin Lee, man. But he brought me up and I'm brand new. My second time on stage. First time in New York, but I'll go back to that. Second time on stage. I'm unprepared. I didn't bring the jokes that I wrote. That I did on the first show, and I didn't, so I didn't remember what I was gonna do. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna just have to go up there and freestyle. I'm a funny nigga. I just ripped on the first show I did in New York. So I'm in DC, I'm about to rip this bitch too. Nigga, when I tell you, they called me up first, and it was the Silent Night, Holy Night. It was a silent holy night. It was quieter than a bitch in there, bro. But I tell you, them people was looking at me like I was a science experiment, and I'm fresh out of New Orleans, bro. Fresh with Katrina nigga closeout clothes on.
That's the scariest part about being a comic, and how when they say this the hardest form of entertainment, that's what he mean. Like you could be, I didn't even cut, like you could be the funniest shit like one night, guys. You can literally say the same shit if you want to, and they will murder you, dude.
Kill you.
You have no control of the outcome of this shit, yo.
I don't care if you think you funny at home.
Completely vulnerable.
If you funny at home, that's cool. Because I was a funny nigga in the hood. But when you transition into stand-up comedy, it is something different, I promise you. So
Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, your favorite comedians, I promise you. Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, your favorite ones, I promise you have flamed and thrown missiles in the club. Eddie Griffins, all of them, dude. Like
this when it get fucked up though, B. The host, after you don't do well. I didn't get booed, but I didn't do well. It was totally quiet. The host walked to the stage and was like, well, give it up for Boogie B from New Orleans. That motherfucker left his joke book in New Orleans too. He hit me, nigga. I was like, I'm getting smaller and smaller in the seat. Nigga said,
did you stay and listen to the
I had to because the people was looking at me.
I would have walked out.
I couldn't. My girl was in there. Nigga, I'm sitting with my lady. I can't look like no punk ass nigga just get up and storm out because I'm too mad. So I'm trying to post up and laugh it off like,
I got pee.
Y'all wow.
He said, y'all
wow. Everybody laugh and turn around and look at me. Then the next nigga, but this is an open mic, so ain't nobody really funny. The next dude, he said, where you from? He was like, I'm from from Edgewater, Maryland. He was like, good, because if you would have said your ass was from New Orleans, you wasn't getting up here.
Hit the whole city, man.
Nigga. I was like, why is he doing it? Then after that nigga bomb, the next nigga bomb, the host go back on stage and say, give it up for Sonny Fuller from Edgewater. They didn't clap because the nigga wasn't funny either. He said, y'all better give it up for him before I bring Boogie B ass back on here and lock the door.
Wow.
Nigga, that's the funniest. Bro, lock the door.
Damn, man.
I couldn't even take. I'm ready to knock this nigga out now. Bro, I'm too fresh out the hood. I couldn't deal with that type of shit.
Okay,
man.
what about down south? What's it like down south? What's your experiences? Is it different down south? Is it just as brutal, or are you like, nah, I'm a little more comfortable at home?
Yeah, I'm a little more comfortable in the South. But the South real as fuck too. They kind of like East Coast crowds. They real. So if you ain't connecting with them, they ain't gonna, you're not gonna get them. You're not gonna get them with like knock jokes or like ABC jokes. Like you really gotta vibe with them and fall into the groove and talk about the city you in, and relate to them and then take them to where you want them to go or whatever. But they real crowds, bro. You could tell if you're funny. If you could rip in Atlanta,
I noticed that when I went. Yeah.
You can rip in New Orleans, you can rip in Houston, Dallas. Those places, if you can rip there, you can rip anywhere, bro.
I noticed that going down south, like, you really gotta be funny. Like, you gotta, and not like just, like he said, you just can't be superficial. That's all it is. You can't come out there with cause these, like you said, these is real people, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a lot of these motherfuckers is funny as a bitch. And they can sit there, they'll sit there and might be quiet on you, and then you might be thinking, oh, Big Daddy don't know shit, look at him, he country or something like that. No, Big Daddy is funny as a bitch, and he holding all this in right now, yo. So you might just shit your shit, you know what I'm saying? Just pull your trigger and get your shit off. Like, if you funny, get your shit off down there. Don't be playing down there, don't fuck around. Really get into and make them laugh. That's what, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, so I don't have to hold back down here.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was like, oh, nigga, this is it made me understand, bro, this is like more family. Like, most of black people, our family be from down south.
Right,
like
exactly.
So that's what really, where my comfort level really got open. It was like, oh, okay. Just act like you back, you know what I'm saying? Chill out, dog. You ain't gotta put on as much like you think you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be funny, bro. That's it. Fuck all that,
I'm most comfortable outside of the South. I'm most comfortable in Los Angeles, though. Los Angeles and California, period. A lot of people got Southern roots up here. So when I talk about New Orleans, or I talk about the South, they still on board with me. When I talk about the prices of the rent in the South versus up here or whatever, they still be like, yes, nigga, yes. They know what I'm talking about so hard. So it's an easy vibe. But in New York, that's my worst place. I dread, because you never know what the audience gonna be. Like, you might go do a comedy show and it be all Jamaican niggas in there. All Jamaicans and you. And you gotta try to think of something. If you ain't talking about nothing about Jamaica or Jamaican shit, they just staring at your ass like, nigga, that black shit ain't gonna work on us, nigga. We need or them Haitians or them Dominicans. So
you actually gotta tell jokes to relate to them. You gotta tell Haitian jokes?
You gotta try to find something. If you don't, they not gonna really relate. You gotta find.
I can understand.
And this is with every audience too, really.
Because I was gonna say, like, there's times out here in Cali, like, I'll do an all Latino show or all Asian show, and I could kind of see what you mean. Like, you gotta find a way to relate to them. And I'm not saying I gotta do just because they some Chinese people, I gotta do some Chinese jokes. No, but I do gotta, like, I'll talk about somebody Asian grandmama. You know what I'm saying? I get on grandmama. That's kind of my thing. I bag on people, so. That's my way to relate to no matter where I'm at.
Right.
I'll just start shooting on people, and that's what get the,
Yeah, your improv is a killer. You good with the opening up improv, like where you from, that type shit, and then going in and getting them. That kind of shit is always a good intro to any room. So if you don't got nothing for Haitians or you don't got nothing for Jamaicans, talk to them niggas.
Right.
And then see what they own. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? What you do? Blah blah blah. Where you work at, nigga? Do you got a job? Nigga, do you scare white people with them dreadlocks? You just gotta start talking to them, and then you'll come out